Hello, welcome back inside my hole. Today we're gonna build something very big in this hole. We're gonna pack this hole so full of stuff you won't believe it. It's gonna be very hot. It's gonna be furnaces. For the longest time I wanted to make a super furnace array system in Minecraft using these train tracks with the hopper minecarts or the chest minecarts on top. I just never had the energy or time for it. So I started building it here, and first off, I ran out of iron, so this is all the hoppers we have, right about. Got a couple left over for the minecart hoppers. But besides that, this to me looks very boring. Like it's been done a trillion times, so it just goes nice and easy. Have the cart going on top. This one drops off the fuel, and then you have another line on top that actually drops off whatever you want to smelt. That's easy. It works pretty well. It's consistent. It's awesome to do, but it doesn't remotely look like a blast furnace. Those are generally upright, large things stuck to the side of a mountain hill. So I am gonna take a few minutes. Hi. I'm gonna take a few minutes, rip this all up, and start rebuilding things. Hopefully, be back soon with an updated version. Okay, that's a lot more like it. You can already see the cylindrical shape kind of taking place. So let's do a little run through. First off, I gotta light up this place before I blow anything up again. We have 32 furnaces, so that's half a stack at a time. Each of them has a hopper underneath, leading off to I keep falling down, leading off to the central pillar, which right now still has a bunch of chests in the middle because it's cheaper and I don't have iron. And honestly, I don't really see any downside to it. I guess I'm just gonna be in here. Anyway, so each of them has a hopper underneath leading to this pillar. So this is going to be our output. Each of them also has. Each of them also has a hopper behind it for fuel. This line goes up and up. And right next to it, we have a second line, which is on top of the furnaces to feed in anything we want to smelt. And from what it looks like, this should work as is for dropping off one piece of fuel and one piece of smeltable ingredient into every hopper without any powered rails. Other than, oh, that's broken. Yeah, that's broken. And this is why we come back. Now, what was I saying? Other than for a piece, and this one's broken. Oh my god, I'm checking these things out. Other than for one or two pieces over here, to get it up to the initial speed that it needs to get through the whole system. There, this isn't gonna work. I gotta pull this back. Ta-da! All right, so technically, if I load up this one, do I have a cart? I do not have a cart. If I load up a cart over here, it should drop off one to every single one of those hoppers. And if I drop off a second, whatever we want to smelt over here, it should take off. Go here. No, that's the lower line. Okay, so this is our this is our fuel line. It'll feed to all the hoppers except here. It'll feed to all the hoppers and every single one of the 32 furnaces. This line is our actual smelting line coming from this direction. So I already started doing something a little bit on top of the thing, but we'll look at that later. Right now I want to get a couple hopper or chest minecarts and check out whether it actually works. I also have a bad feeling that I gotta check every single one of these and every single one of these to make sure that things actually haven't gotten stuck. So I'll be back a lot later. Look at that pig go. Okay, that's a lot more like it. You can already see the cylindrical shape kind of taking place. So let's do a little run through. First up, I gotta light up this place before I blow anything up again. We have 32 furnaces, so that's half a stack at a time. Each of them has a hopper underneath, leading off to, I keep falling down, leading off to the central pillar, which right now still has a bunch of chests in the middle because it's cheaper and I don't have iron. And honestly, I don't really see any downside to it. I guess nobody's gonna be in here. Anyway, so each of them has a hopper underneath leading to this pillar, so this is going to be our output. Each of them also has each of them also has a hopper behind it for fuel. This line goes up and up. And right next to it, we have a second line, which is on top of the furnaces to feed in anything we want to smelt. And from what it looks like, this should work as is for dropping off one piece of fuel and one piece of smeltable ingredient into every hopper without any powered rails. Other than, oh, that's broken. Yeah, that's broken. And this is why we come back. Now, what was I saying? Other than for a piece, and this one's broken. Oh my god, I'm checking these things out. Other than for one or two pieces over here to get it up to the initial speed that it needs to get through the whole system. There we go. This isn't gonna work. I gotta pull this back. Ta-da! All right, so technically, if I load up this one, do I have a cart? I do not have a cart. If I load up a cart over here, it should drop off one to every single one of those hoppers. And if I drop off a second, whatever we want to smelt over here, it should take off. Go here. No, that's the lower line. Okay, so this is our this is our fuel line. It'll feed to all the hoppers except here. It'll feed to all the hoppers in every single one of the 32 furnaces. This line is our actual smelting line coming from this direction. So I already started doing something a little bit on top of the thing, but we'll look at that later. Right now I want to get a couple hopper or chest minecarts and check out whether it actually works. I also have a bad feeling that I gotta check every single one of these and every single one of these to make sure that things actually haven't gotten stuck. So I'll be back a lot later. Alright, I've been playing with this for a little while, and I figured I'd take you guys along while I clean out all these dang hoppers yet another time. Um, Somebody recently asked me if I'm in school and whether when I was in school how good I was with math and stuff, because I guess there is a theory that people who are good in math are also good with redstone. I don't know if that's true. Personally, I basically was failing elementary school math. Then I went to high school. I got a bunch of friends who were very big on math and all that, and then all of a sudden my grades started improving. I got a lot more into it, which is kind of funny if you think about it. I ended up being pretty dang good with calculus and other things, even though most of my course grades throughout school were not that good. Here. Yep, this is the third time I'm doing this, by the way. Every time I found some of these things have been broken or something's just not working correctly. So hopefully after we finish this, we have a working system. So anyway, so elementary school, my grades not the best. I got by. Didn't get left behind any grades or anything. High school, I was awesome. And the way it works in Finland is that you also have like a separate upper elementary, which we call Lukia, which is like when you're between 13 to 17, I feel like saying. So I figured I was so good in high school math, I'll take more math. And so I took the long math, as they call it, which has extra things in there. And I did not do so well. And in fact, most of my, would you call that high school? I guess that would be high school. Most of that, I did pretty poorly in school in general. Like I was just a lazy bum. Didn't feel like studying or doing anything. And I'm lucky I was even able to graduate back then. So no, just because I can do a little bit of redstone doesn't mean that I would have been all that great in school. In college, though, this is the weird bit. I got really back into math. Not because of friends or anything, but just because I felt like, hey, math's easy now. I don't know why that was. But I just kept on going with math and everything else, and it's awesome. And ended up with an incredibly high GPA at the end of college and when I went to grad school after that. Which to me made no sense because everything felt like, hey, what happened? This used to be like ridiculously hard. But I think in math especially, Yeah, the more you do it, the easier it gets. And if you didn't do the easy stuff enough, then once you get to the next thing that's based on that easy stuff, you're gonna have some issues. But once you get the trick, once your brain gets used to doing that, the exact same trick over and over, then you can move on to the next trick and everything is good. And everything will just flow easily. Is what I found. I still gotta check all these 32 furnaces. Oh yeah, initially I had 11 rows of 3, which obviously 11 times 3 is 33. And I realized it's over half a stack, so I took one out at the end, so it's the proper 32. I could easily put it back in there just to get a little bit extra juice out of the whole system, but I think doing it by half a stack is a good idea because that way it's gonna limit it. So if I put in a whole stack, it's going to basically do the whole stack in 2 passes. Otherwise, it would do it in 2 passes, but some of those furnaces would be wasting a little bit of fuel. So as long as you're putting in full stacks of whatever you want to smelt, or full half a stacks, it would be more efficient this way. See you, creeper. Where are you going? You don't see me from that far, do you? No. Okay. He's having a good day. I started working on this. So this is the part that I did a while ago. Just dug a little hole straight through to connect to the platform, and this is where I have what I need. This one is the fuel line. Oh, you did find it. Don't you? No. Okay, you stay there. This one should be our fuel line. This one should be our smelting line. Do I have enough stone for a full stack? So I wanted to do a full stack of stone bricks to get cracked stone. All right, let's try this. Actually, I guess we could run it. No, I'll do this first. All right, let's see if the fuel works. Go down. There it goes. Go down. And now every single one of these should have one. One, 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 one. Yeah, there we go. And this whole thing going down is now being done without any powered rails. It's kind of neat. Although I feel like at this point I have more gold available than I do iron, so using all that iron on regular rails is a little painful. But I think in the long term this will be better. Yep, every single one worked. Our card should be up here. It is 32 left. Perfect. All right, give me that. Let's take you back up top. Let's try this again with smelting stuff. Although, doesn't one plank smelt 2 things? Oh, I see. So what we want to do is, if we take half of that back, then we're going to have 2 carts. All right, you go. And here's hoping that that actually works and doesn't get stuck somewhere. I never tried it with two. Oh. That's what I'm saying. Oh no. Put that there. There. And fixed. Okay. Yeah. But it's funny to think about the school stuff because these days for my work, I do a lot of programming related things. And I feel like the math part helped a lot with that. Granted, I was kind of into programming things as a kid too. Even made a little computer game in elementary school. That's one. And the game sucked, by the way. Totally did. I don't think there's even a single copy of it available on here. Oh yeah, anymore. Alright, are they moving? I see things lighting up. Still left one. Hmm. Oh, probably the second card was sent behind so late that it only had enough time to put in one. And then the plank burned out before it had a chance to smelt the second item. So either that or plank only smelts one now. But this looks like everything worked out consistently. Every single one of them has one left. And if we check our results, we have exactly 32 cracked. That's enough leftover. Let's take all this stuff out. These guys are here. This one's empty. This one's empty. Perfect. And if we do one more pass with planks, we should be able to smelt the other brick so that all the furnaces are empty and clean. What do I need? I need half a stack of these. Okay. That there. That there. And oh ho ho, you did turn. Da-da-dum, da-da-dum. Lights up so nice. Let's see. Yeah, 32. Very nice, very nice. Perfect. One full stack of cracked stone. No issues, no problems, no complications. I don't know why this is here. So one thing that sucks about this design is that because it's so tightly wound, if I had made it maybe 4 or 5 furnaces on each layer and then go up and around, it might have helped. But because it's so tightly wound up right now, we're not able to have a... No, hold on, it wouldn't go here. Let's demonstrate this properly. We're not able to have... How do I get in? We're not able to have a line of tracks on this level, like right here. So the train tracks would go on top and they would pick up all the smelted goods from the furnaces. We can't do that because if we did that, it's going to interfere with this line that actually drops off the items to be smelted. So if I was redoing this, I would make it each of these a little longer, so it is probably 5. 5 sounds like a good number. 5 long, and then it goes up, and it would go up by 2, I guess, and then 5 and 2 long, 5 and everything. So that way we were able to have a third line of rail line here that would pick up the results, and we would save on a lot of hoppers. Just look at how many. Basically, well, 32 furnaces, 32 hoppers, right? Plus, you need couple connecting to the center. This one here, this one there, this one there, this one there. Since there's, what do we have, 11 layers? So that's 32 plus 11, 43. You could say 43 hoppers, which is a whole ton of hoppers. Furthermore, with this design, I think the fact that I have 2 hoppers pointing to the middle hopper, and that's leading into the center pillar, that's going to start cause the system to back up when we're running for a longer duration. These are not going to be able to stay up with the smelting speeds, because they'll have to stop and wait for things to be taken away from the bottom. For that, I think I'll have to collect something more to smelt. I could do a bunch more cracked stone bricks, but I'm not really sure what the heck I would do with those, so I'll figure out something better. And we're back. I decided to waste the last of my copper on starting the look of this place. Obviously we're hoping for a full cylinder that goes up. This is most of the copper I had before, so I had to go mining. And I went mining, and then I did mining, and then I went mining, and mining, and mining, and mining. So I'm very happy I had chunk base, and that they implemented the whole 4 veins system in the game, because that would have taken forever just sitting at the ground converter thingy, trying to get enough for this whole thing. I'll show you how much I have upstairs. I never actually covered how I'm going to get my cars back to the top, and we are using basic water elevators. The cart comes down, goes in the water stream, into this one, goes all the way to the top, back down. I don't want to. And it should go from there to here. And then as long as this lever stays clicked, it should complete the loop. You see these are empty. Let's see if both of them work. Or if they get stuck some. Alright, let's assume it works for now. It's taking a while. Alright, what do we need? What do we need? Neither of them made it back. What? Alright, looks like we have some troubleshooting to do first. But yeah, like I mentioned, copper. I've been sitting downstairs smelting a little bit of the stuff by hand. But we still have a lot more to go. This is awesome. And the same spot still would have more copper veins and things. So we are going to clean house. Really, neither of them came back. Alright, so I built up a little bit of a fire of a hut. Nothing. Oh. Well, I see why you failed. be like that. And then you flow down and down. Oh, okay. Let's try this one again. The other one's probably something equally dumb. Yeah, could be sounds. Alright, where is the other one? So, you're sitting up there. Why are you sitting? Oh, what? You just fixed this. Huh. Do I have any tracks on me? No, of course I don't. I mean, that's obviously something that's not gonna work, but I guess one was fixed. Hi, chicken. Oh, well, thank you. Okay. Pretend we didn't see that. Yeah. And this guy still did not make it back, so let's do it. First, what am I doing? Tracks. I'll fix this rail so we can test it out. Okay, I'm just gonna leave it like that. That way there's no way it can go desynced again. Okay, and bye-bye. And now we go find our fuel line. Around. We don't go around. Okay. I'm glad my mate is tall enough that we can actually walk over here. Used to be so much tougher doing this. Okay. So it does work until he. Oh, it's tight, isn't it? Uh oh. I should be. Get out. Hmm. I don't like that. Okay. Yeah, that's where it is. Tried to make this look neat. In the process, broke the whole thing. Get in the hole. Fine. You get in the hole. You get in my pocket. Okay. This guy also did not make it back. You know what? I'm gonna keep troubleshooting this so we don't stay here all day. Alright, we're back. I found a couple more spots where it was snagging against the block on the top side of it. This guy made it back. This guy should also make it back, please. Ah. Wow, so the fuel one is actually considerably slower than the smelting one. That's interesting. I gotta see if I can fix that. Maybe there's a spot where it needs a little power boost just to go faster. But not today. Alright, now let's get us some fuel. Load that up. Go on its way. I'll take a little bit of copper. I don't even know if it came back again. I suppose I should go check it out, right? Phew. Bye-bye. Okay, so it has at least two. I'll get us started. I'm pretty worried about the speed now. It needs to be at least as fast, otherwise it's gonna gonna keep dumping this stuff in there, but we're not gonna get rid of some of this. Let's see, how much would we want to do? Let's do 4 stacks and see how long that takes. Okay, good luck. Alright. Now for the second one. So yeah, you can totally see that some of the fuel was wasted because this wasn't there fast enough. The only way to really fix that is if these are going at synchronized speeds. I mean, fuel at the end of the day is not a big problem. It looks like it's staying up to the speed that we need for now. But you can also see there's a little lag between when the next copper gets put in. And I think if I would change more of this so it's powered, it'll boost the trail straight through. I mean, yeah, cart straight through. Bye. And that'll make it work faster. Yeah, that should fix it. I'm hoping. But overall, we're doing pretty good. This is the speed we're looking at. Almost a full 4 stacks has been done already. I'm very happy. Very, very happy. But, alright. Hey. Hey. Where's my last 4? Dude. Just gonna loop one more time. Alright, well, I gotta see what happened before. I'll look back at the video. Maybe one of the stacks was not complete. This is it for us today. I spent way too long on this already. And it's not even pretty looking yet. It's gonna bug me until it is. Same goes for the hut on top. I kind of like how this is laid out, by the way. You can see, hopefully, some kind of hut up there. And then you have this big unit. I'm imagining that we're gonna have an exit from it right here. Maybe it looks like the spout that the slag comes through, the melted iron or ore. And over here, I was playing around earlier with some ideas. I have obviously a little minecart loader headed back that way. And some kind of loading mechanism right here. Wow, we really didn't gain the last 4. Okay, I gotta see what happened. But this is it. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.